Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tennis Fan Video. Eala's U.S. Sunshine double swing came to an end with a fourth-round defeat at the 2026 Miami Open, but where will the Filipino star play next? The 20-year-old fell to a 0-2, 2-6 loss to world number 14 Karolina Muchova in Miami after defeating Magda Linette and Laura Siegemund. Earlier in March, Eala made her debut at the Indian Wells Open, and as she did in Miami, she reached the last 16. Eala was beaten by another Czech, Linda Noskova, in Indian Wells, by exactly the same scoreline as in her match with Muchova. She overcame Diana Yastremska and Coco Gauff in her first two matches in Tennis Paradise. Following the back-to-back WTA 1000 tournaments on hard courts in the United States, Eala will turn her attentions to the European clay court season. Eala's next tournament. Eala is next scheduled to compete at the Upper Austria Ladies Linz, which will be held from 6 to April 12th. The Upper Austria Ladies Linz is a WTA 500 tournament that has switched surface to indoor clay for this year's edition, having previously been an indoor hardcourt event. The main draw in Linz will feature 28 players, including 8 seeds. Eala is set to be unseeded as her ranking is set to fall from 29th to 45th as she will drop points after the Miami Open. Ekaterina Alexandrova, Clara Tauson, Yelena Ostapenko, and Emma Raducanu are some of the other stars set to compete in Austria. After her loss in Miami, Eala looked ahead to the clay season. "I'm super excited for the clay court swing," said the Filipina. "I think that's one surface I definitely have a lot of room for improvement, so I'll love to see how it'll pan out this year. I have some time before Linz, so I'll try to do my best to prep for that." Eala has played 22 matches across 8 tournaments so far in 2026, and she was asked if she deserves a break. "I think I do," laughs. "I think I will take a couple days off," Eala replied. "I did have maybe 2 days off after Indian Wells, but I'll do some again just to prepare well for the clay swing. It's gonna be another long one." What is Eala's next tournament after the Miami Open? Eala's inspiring 2026 Miami Open campaign may have ended in disappointment, but her journey on the WTA Tour is far from over. After weeks competing in the United States during the famous Sunshine Double, the rising Filipina star is preparing for the next chapter of her season, one that could open new opportunities for her growing career. The end of a tough Miami run. Eala arrived in Miami with confidence after a promising start to the 2026 season. She battled through the early rounds and reached the round of 16, showing flashes of the fearless tennis that made her one of the sport's most exciting young prospects. However, her run ended abruptly against Czech star Karolina Muchova, who delivered a dominant performance to win 6-0, 6-2. The defeat closed Eala's Miami campaign, but it also provided valuable experience against one of the WTA Tour's most skilled players. Even in defeat, the tournament remained meaningful to the 20-year-old. After the match, she shared a heartfelt message to fans, saying Miami will always hold a special place in her heart, a reminder of both the challenges and memories she has built on the big stage. But in professional tennis, the schedule never pauses for long. The next stop, Europe. Following the Miami Open, Eala is expected to shift her focus to Europe, where the spring swing of tournaments begins. According to recent reports, her next event is likely to be a WTA tournament in Linz, Austria, scheduled for early April. The Linz event represents an important opportunity for several reasons. It marks Eala's transition from the American hardcourt swing to the European stretch of the season. It offers valuable ranking points that could help her climb further up the WTA rankings. It provides a fresh start after the tough loss in Miami. For a young player still building consistency on tour, tournaments like Linz are crucial stepping stones. Why this tournament matters for Eala. Eala's career trajectory has been one of steady growth. From her junior Grand Slam success to becoming the first Filipina to reach major WTA milestones, she continues to break barriers for tennis in the Philippines. Her performances against top players have already shown her potential. She has scored wins against elite opponents in recent seasons and regularly challenges higher-ranked competitors. That's why every tournament after Miami carries extra significance. Each match gives her experience against seasoned professionals, ranking points to move closer to the top 30, momentum heading into the clay court season. For fans watching her rise, the next few months could shape the direction of her 2026 campaign. Adjustments after Miami. Miami exposed a few areas where Eala still needs improvement, something that analysts and former players have pointed out. Against Machova, she struggled to control rallies and was unable to break the Czechs' rhythm. This type of loss is common for rising players adjusting to the physical and tactical demands of the WTA Tour. The positive side is that these experiences often accelerate development. If Eala can improve in areas like first serve consistency, point construction under pressure, defensive transition, she could quickly become a more dangerous opponent on tour. The bigger picture, a season still full of possibilities. Although Miami ended earlier than she hoped, the 2026 season is still wide open for Eala. The WTA calendar ahead includes European spring tournaments, the clay court season leading to the French Open, the grass court swing before Wimbledon, the North American hardcourt season later in the year. For a young athlete like Eala, every stretch of the calendar presents a chance to learn and grow. And if her past performances are any indication, she thrives when given opportunities on the big stage. A star still rising. Alex Eala's story is still being written. At just 20 years old, she already carries the hopes of a nation eager to see tennis flourish in the Philippines. Her Miami Open campaign may have ended with a tough defeat, but it also reminded the tennis world of her resilience and potential. With her next tournament approaching in Europe, she will once again step onto the court determined to improve, compete, and prove she belongs among the best. For fans following her journey, the next stop in Linz is not just another tournament. It's the beginning of the next chapter in one of tennis's most exciting young careers. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.